Okay, we are live, my friend. We go live on Insta. Yeah, so this is still the.
This is the new channel, right?
This is still the new channel, yeah. Until we
Yeah.
until we figure out what's going on with the old one. They did message me, but until they have some kind of resolution, and I'm not sure. A lot of the old guys that follow the old channel don't follow this one yet. So
Okay.
that's kind of, we got to share this channel for now until we get that old one back. So,
Big John, what's going on, brother?
Fellas, what's happening?
Chilling.
man, it's happening. Random Thursday Night Live, man. Nothing like a good old random.
What's happening?
Chilling.
Shoot, man, it's cold. It's rainy over here. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you. Loud and clear.
Loud and clear, huh?
Loud and clear.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Well, we got some people. A lot of the old YouTube people who are following the other page haven't followed this page yet.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So hopefully we get that old channel back sooner rather than later. And you know what I mean? I'm missing a lot of those guys that jump on that live on the YouTube side.
Are they still working? YouTube still working?
Yeah, I got an update today, or no, yesterday. I'm sorry. Talking about they're still looking into the matter, so it's just one of them things that just gotta wait, man. Wait it out and see what happens. So, what's up, Instagram family? Good evening to everybody. Bully people, our bully community. Okay, Charles. Yes, we are back here for now until the old channel gets back. So that's the deal, guys. So, man, what's up? 2026, man. You guys excited?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
You know it.
Man, it's got the sunroom. Look at the what do you call that? The background wall.
Yeah, this was the dog room, but I'm switching it out now. I'm making it to my personal space, and then my personal man cave, I'm making it to the dog's room.
He said that's the doghouse room.
It fits well.
He said if I get kicked out, I'll be kicked out of better places, man.
Yeah, man. I'm going out in style.
Yes, sir. So now it's going to be man, I'm super excited for this year. Obviously, we started the year with a hiccup with a YouTube hack. However, that doesn't stop what we got going. Okay, I got Hector on here, Bully Breed TV. Follow him, guys. Now he's the one with Big Bertha in Wisconsin.
Is he on Insta? What is he on Instagram?
No, Hector is Hector on Instagram.
Yeah, Hector is Hector on Instagram.
He said Hector is Hector. That's hilarious. Yeah, he's Hector on Instagram, and on YouTube he's Bully Breed TV.
Yeah, I gotta read the comments. I gotta set up the computer in the other room.
Yeah, it's hard, man, when you're not reading the comments, brother.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You don't know what anybody's saying, and But no, exciting, man. So as you guys see for this year, if you guys been following the bully boards, all the news on Instagram, on Facebook, lots of Brazilian dogs coming into the U.S. this year.
Yes, sir.
Indeed.
So I'm saying if you're peeping it, and now especially they got their own category, that is a good thing for the Brazilian bulls. It's a good thing for the Brazilian breeders to get their recognition. I mean, they've always been recognized as breeders. However, when people take what you breed and mix it into what they got, they're kind of using you like a margarita mix. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You're not truly the real drink. You're kind of the mixer that goes into it.
Yeah, you're the sweetener.
No sweetener.
Oh, we got who is this? Marky Mark. Get on it. Oh, here he is. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Yo, what's good?
What's going on?
How are you, man?
I'm good, man.
You all right, brother? You look tired.
Yeah, I was out with my mom all day. It was her birthday.
Happy birthday, Mom. Happy birthday to you, Queen.
Yeah, man.
How old is your mom now?
She just turned 60.
Wow, that's a good number.
Yeah, man.
She's in good health, good spirits.
Oh yeah. Took her to brunch today and took her to see a little movie. And yeah, and then I think I'm gonna take her shopping. We're gonna go to the mall next week. So
She said, Mom said, I want that first pick.
yeah, she is excited about that. I told her because the appointment is tomorrow to get the X-ray.
Yeah, the night. Yeah, the ninth. Correct.
Yeah. So tomorrow 10:30, I'll do the X-ray. So she's excited though.
I'd have to say, man, I think it's really cool that you took your mom out for lunch like that. And
Oh yeah, man.
if you do have a relationship with your mom or your parents,
Yeah, man. Gotta cherish it. I feel like now that I'm getting older, I realized I was like, man, like I might have all these responsibilities, but I gotta make time for mom and dad, you know?
Yeah,
So,
well, we neither know the time nor the day, right?
yeah.
Is what they say. So,
It's important.
no, that's what's up, though. That's cool, man. I like that.
Yeah, man.
Shoot. Yeah, no, we were just saying that 2026, we had the hiccups with YouTube that will be fixed at some point, and a lot of big announcements with Brazilian dogs coming into the country this year.
Yeah.
Especially now that they have their own lane. I'll start with go ahead, Mark, kick it out. How you feel about the Brazilian dogs coming in?
I think when it comes to anything new, I know there's definitely going to be a lot of hype around it, but I feel like with the connections that we have to the Brazilian bloodlines and everything like that, we have to make sure that we take it a step further and let people know it's deeper than just the hype of it. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to get their hands on the hottest new thing, but you still got to have that same tendency of taking care of it. You know what I'm saying? And cherishing it and treating it the same way. Just because it's new and shiny doesn't mean, just get it and flash it around like it's a chain or something. You got to make sure you actually make something for them. So, where I stand on it is just I'm very interested in it, but I'm also interested in making sure it's not just, a hype thing. I'm not just getting it because everybody else wants it or everybody else has it. You know what I mean?
Understood.
So I'm excited. I mean, at the end of the day, they're beautiful dogs. I mean, I got to see one live when I, met Fortuna and everything. And I was able to see them, definitely obviously all over the gram, especially now, and then obviously at Nationals, we got a little bit of a presence there. So, just like I always like to look, it's different. And at the end of the day, I mean, when I first found out about Merles, I was like, damn, like the bullies can be Merle. I'm like, shit, this is like some exotic shit. What is that? You know what I mean? So it's just like, just learn, I just hope the people that are getting them when they're coming in here, that they are, learning about them, you know what I mean? All the ups and downs and, treating them with the same, love and respect and care as, any other dog,
Yeah, no, understood on that. Yeah, no, I feel that. What about you, Ish? Where do you stand on it?
I'm full pedal down with it. I totally agree with it because I see that's going to be the new look in the next 4 to 5 years. It's going to be the new product, the new everything, and every American bloodline is going to base their look off of it because it's bigger bone, it's more mass. It's everything we want American blood to be. So if I could get it in another blood type and it's in our yard, and you already know we're going full blown with it with checking healths, hearts. So we're gonna have the right type of dog. So saying that
easy now.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for it, and I'm all with it.
Okay.
The
All right, sound
back.
off, Big John. Where we at?
Just Sumo Bully kennels putting their foot where it need to be, man. Y'all know me. I don't really say too much. We dotting all our I's, crossing all our T's, and we gonna be in the mix sooner or later. So, look for us out there sooner or later. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. We're making the necessary moves to do things. Make sure Sumo stays competitive with good dogs, no matter what lane it is. So,
Facts.
Yeah, no,
we're gonna
100%.
be all right.
Facts.
Well, my thing on it is I've always been a fan of the Brazilian dogs. So much so that when I started Sumo Bully Kennels, half of the dogs I picked up had Brazilian blood in them. That's not to say that I'm not a big fan of the American dogs. I love the American dogs. I love the Brazilian dogs. And to me, whatever has been grandfathered in up to this point, you're still a few generations out from really maximizing that potential, right? There are some attributes that I do really like about the Brazilian dogs. And it's the same thing with American. You know what I mean? To me, just me personally, and being completely biased, I like the American faces better. And that's not to say it's right or wrong. That's just my preference. And I like both dogs, and I have both dogs in my yard. The Brazilian dogs, though, have a more ripped, vascular appearance to them, where the American cousin, depending on which bloodline you're following, can look very doughy and soft, right? It's kind of like comparing a linebacker to a offensive lineman. It's a different look. Both are powerful. Both are necessary, right? One is not better than the other, but however, there's a different look. And actually, this year I'm starting my new series called Walk With Me, where I'm going to take you on a walk when I walk my dogs at 5:30 in the morning, and we're going to talk dog, and we're going to talk life, and you're going to see the movement of the muscle and the striations of the dog. And then you're going to really see, okay, I'm walking an American with a Brazilian. I'm walking a 50-50 with 100%. You're going to kind of see that, right? Through my lens of what I'm seeing. So originally, all these dogs are crossbred. We're a composite breed, number one, first and foremost. So, for all the purists, you have every right to be. However, what's the basic foundation that we're talking about here? Terrier, bulldog, Mastiff influence, and different kind of bulldogs at that, and different kind of terriers, right? Whether it be a pit or a staffy, to create that bullier dog. So we're a composite breed. So you're talking about a mixture of 4 to 6 different kind of distinct dogs that we're mixing into a cup to make something bullier. So of course we're going to have variants, right? Because dude might have put a little too much whiskey on this one, a little much too bourbon on the other one. And that's where you're going to see, those differences. The base of the blood is fundamentally the same in terms of the bully breeds that are incorporated and the general phenotypes. Now, the subtleties and detail is what's to be discussed. And the subtleties and detail in exploiting and enhancing certain attributes is our responsibility and vision as a breeder, right? To hyper exaggerate attributes. It's kind of like when you see superheroes in a comic, right? They're hyper exaggerated physique based on the interpretation of the artist. Would you guys agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
For sure. Yeah, that's why I always said I like Fortuna's body when I first saw her, because I'm like, that's just to be that cut up genetically, what I'm saying? You can work your dog out and turn it into a little muscle bound dog, but genetically the Brazilian is just more cut up. They got that more ripped body, like they'll go pick up a truck and flip it over. So it's like
Right.
for me, like when I saw it, I was like, damn, that looked good, because of course I want my big giant monster, but I was like, that dog like I walk around on two legs and go get my mail for me. You know what I mean? So that like I said, genetically, their body is just crazy. So that's why I'm interested in it.
You said top 5. No, absolutely, man, for sure. for all you guys, first and foremost, man, I'm going to be thankful for this year, starting this year off with a team now. That's different for me, having, a group of brothers here, team members to help me move the vision forward, to be a bigger service to the community, to embody the full vision of Sumo Bully Kennels as a whole, for ourselves, for our fan base, for our community, and for inspiring breeders. Mm-hmm. So we look to service everybody, man. There's something for everybody, and not everyone has to agree with what we're doing, and we don't have to, man. Even within ourselves, the minute you all agree on something, man, you're running a cult. No, seriously. You know what I mean? That means you got one guy that's right and everybody's a yes man. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
No.
Right? I can be called out just like anybody else can be called out. I'm not above anybody. First and foremost, I'll say that. That's why we get along. That's why we're here together. Great minds come together to create better things versus, well, I'm going to play the chief and everyone's the Indian and everybody better sing my kumbayas or else. That's not what we're running here, guys. It's honestly not. And so be weary if you are a part of a group or a clique that's like that mindset, right? You're probably in the wrong place. If you're in a group of 4 people and one guy says, well, I don't know if that's the right thing to do, and the other 3 are like, bro, you got to agree that you're probably not in the right place. Mm-hmm. Just fair warning. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Cool.
No, that's not to say we can't agree or disagree. That doesn't mean we can't go separate ways and be friends. However, there's no way you're going to tell me we're going to agree on 100% on everything. That's just life. You know what I mean?
True.
Shoot, right? You're married, John?
Huh?
You're married?
Yeah.
Ish, you're married?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Marky, you got a woman, right?
Something like that.
Okay, no. So let me ask this question to you guys, right? You guys all love your significant other?
Facts.
I do, for
You
sure.
have to serve them, die for them, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, good. Now, do you agree on everything?
Absolutely not.
That's exactly my point. Because if you did agree on everything and you were always right, you would have a servant and not a counterpart.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have a wife or a girlfriend. You would have a servant. And this is what I mean by being in a group, collaboratively as a team, right? We don't have to agree. We can bump heads. We can talk it out.
Mm-hmm.
But if the person that rides by you and holds you up just has to agree with what you say, then you don't have a significant other. You don't have a team member. What you have is a yes man or a servant. So if the person you're married to, you don't even agree with 100% of the time, that should tell you. All that, it is joking, but it is true, right? I love my son. I'm going to strangle him half the time, but I still love him.
Yeah. But that one I can actually strangle. I can strangle my kids.
Yeah, I mean, see, the thing with being a good father is that you just, right before they die, you let go. And then you do it again. You just let them know that inch is the difference between you and God. Like you meet God through you. That's what good parenting is.
It is. It is. It's exactly that way.
So anyhow, no, all that to say, man, very happy about this year. A lot of great shows this year. I'm waiting for the Illinois shows to show up on the schedule. I haven't even seen any updates yet. Last year was a banger year. I'm very happy with the progress, man. You guys coming into this year, this year was a connecting year for us, right? For us to gather as a team. Last year was. This year is show us who you are. Part of what your contribution is to this team. That's going to be for this year for, John, for Ish, for Marky. Got a lot of Marky was telling me some new stuff. I don't even want to say it because I don't want to take his shine, but he's got some upgrades coming up. We got some announcements coming up. Here, I'll kind of knock on wood, but we're working on some stuff too, man. We got some new announcements. We're not, just so you know, whatever you think you see out there, man. Look, we don't talk until it's here, and you'll see it when it's here. That's all I'm going to say. It's easy to start hype, and a lot of things can happen. So if you don't know about this thing, like you get so hyped up breeding and then the breeding doesn't take, or something happens, right? There's a lot of things can happen, guys. So for me, I've learned how to be a little more conservative with dropping news because everyone gets so excited.
Yeah.
You know. First show of the year, guys. The season opener. You going, John?
Yeah, I'll be there. No, well, is Bertha gonna be there?
Yeah, she is.
I'll be
Bertha's
there.
going to compete at the season opener. Hopefully, she has some good competition.
Excuse me, guys.
We're excited for that. Marky and Ish, you guys are going to Allentown?
I'm going.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
There you go.
And then there's a one. I know Allentown's, I think, first, but the one in North Carolina, I'm going to that one too.
Oof.
I keep forgetting what month that is. Let me check my phone. But I'm going to that one too. It's a North Carolina show. But Allentown, yeah, I think they got 3 this year. I want to go to all 3.
Allentown is popping with shows. So
It may even
there's
be 4 of them in Allentown.
You said 4?
Allentown. Yeah, I think it may even be 4 of them. Good grief.
Damn.
very nice. Well, guys, on Insta and on YouTube, you know the Sumo Bully Kennels fam. We love the shows. We support the shows. And, yeah, we are petty to an extent. However, never with no malice to our competitors. I support everyone that competes because I know the cost and the time that goes into it. And so when I see you at the show and I shake your hand, I truly mean that. Genuinely.
Yeah.
And let the best man and let the best dog win or woman. This is an exciting year for productions, guys. You guys are taking your dogs to show.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So, do you have an idea of when you're taking a Kaza to the show, Mark?
Yeah, I have a schedule that Pablo sent me that he wants to get them on, I guess. He sent me a couple that I guess, I can like pick and choose from that. But normally what goes with the package of the training is that, like there's different packages. So I can do one show, I can pay for one show included with the training and everything like that. So right now I'm just going to start with the one. So once I get the actual date locked in, then I'm good. He sent me the opener. He sent me Allentown on the 24th. He's going to one in Richmond, which is February 7th. So I think Akaza's first one, it might be that North Carolina show. That's March 7th.
March. Okay. Oh,
So
damn. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the ABKC Carolina. It's in North Carolina.
You're coming in at 9 months then.
Yeah.
You're going to compete at standard class then.
Yeah, because the crazy thing about the North Carolina show, it has 2. I'm looking at the dates right now. It's 2. It's the 7th and the 8th. So it's a 2-day show. So,
that's 8 rings. That's decent, bro.
Yeah,
good competition. I like me a good 8-ring show, man.
Yeah, I never been. I think that's from the list he sent me. It looks like that's the only one with 2 days on it.
Yeah, so typically 8-ring show is they go 4 rings Saturday, 4 rings Sunday.
Damn, that's a long ass weekend.
Man, that's my kind of oof.
That's why I'm really interested because I was like, damn, 2 days? I'm like, shit.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so
there's a certain buzz about a show, like you get hyped to go, then you go, you're just engulfed in the moment, and then afterwards you're talking about it for weeks on end. I mean, that's when like you're about that life.
Yeah, man.
Even at nationals, man, like the way we all split up from there, I was just like, man, as much as turmoil as I was going through, I still couldn't miss it for the world, man.
Oh yeah.
And I'm excited for this year for nationals and walk some of our productions down into the ring. It's going to be very, very exciting. And as you can see, every nationals matters now. As our productions grow, more and more dogs go into the ring that we produce. It's truly amazing and happy about it. So
yeah.
But what about you, John? You know what I mean? What's your first one? When are you thinking about?
Make sure my man right. My first one is going to be the Cinco de Mayo in Alabama.
Oh, you're going to Bama? Okay.
Bama.
May 2nd. May 2nd. It just depends.
Okay.
It depends. I at least one, but if I can get 2 to be doing what they need to do, yeah, they're gonna go. 2 of them gonna go. If all three of them can go, all three of them go.
Oh, that's a lot, bro. That's a stretch.
Yeah, it is, but it is what it is.
I don't know about 3. I'd say 2.
We've
We've done 2.
bro.
3, no. I'm not that
Hey,
tough.
got to get them out there, man.
You got to get them out there.
You got to get them out there, man.
What
So
about
we'll
you,
see.
Ish?
I'm going to Allentown. I'm gonna try to make it to all the PA ones. Because Hella. If Hella's ready, she's gonna be ready. But I'm it's little by little. I walk her around the yard. I gate with her, stack her. But the only thing that I told John, she's very, very hyper. She loves attention. She's hyper attention. Like if you give it to her, that's it. It's like a squirrel. That's all it takes, and she treats everyone like that. And if I can't break that, that's going to be the problem.
What I equate that to is like, no, you can definitely break it, especially with good trainers, man. You're just not that close to me. What I equate that to is like, I would say it's like a deaf retriever, because a retriever retrieves, right?
Yeah.
So the problem is if you got a deaf one and you throw something, it can't hear you to come back. It just keeps going.
It just keeps chasing. Yeah. But nah, yeah, man. I'm working on it. But body structure wise, all I gotta do is keep up with it. That's it. Yeah.
Well, and for me, guys, I'm looking at this summer, probably late spring, early summer, to do the first break-ins for Bruce Wayne and Iron Mike, to go take them to show, depending on what their height's going to be at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I'm going to start with those 2.
Yeah.
Kiko's very shy. She's a very confident dog, just does not like strangers touching her, which is not good for the show ring. And amazing looking dog, and all that to say that not every dog is a show dog, right?
Yeah.
So, if she shows me that she can, act properly in the ring, I'll take her. If not, then she's just going to be bred. But the 2 brothers, man, Iron Mike and Bruce Wayne, man, whew. Iron Mike already shown me he can stack and all that. I haven't tried Bruce. Bruce is more coachable, actually. But man, that dude, them 2 brothers look like pigs with fur on them. Super cute, man. But yeah, I'm looking at they're gonna make their debut in the summertime, right before they're 1, about 10, 11 months. I'm gonna start. They'll be 6 months here soon, so I'm gonna start working with them for show training. But yeah, I'm excited to show the world those guys, man.
Yeah. So I mean, I know I'll be able to go right into the XL. Maestro, he 18 inches now. I measured him yesterday.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah. Messiah is at like 16 3/4.
Okay. So she's 2 inches under.
That's the boy. That's Big George. He's
okay.
16 3/4. The female Miala, she has 6. She right at like 16, a little over 16. But Maestro is at 18, man. This joker is
he's gonna be big, bro.
Yeah.
That's the tractor son, correct?
Champion tractor. Yes, sir. The Hershey's a big girl, bro.
Yeah, she is.
Ooh.
Yeah, 18 right now. So I don't know.
Marky, have you gotten a measurement, Marky?
For Akaza, I haven't measured him. I could do it now.
But I'm saying weight-wise, you said he was 62?
Shoot, now, man, he got me more than that. Last time I told you
2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, that was that was like 2-3 weeks ago, bro. What I might do is bring him over there tomorrow because they got the scale at the vet. I might just take him over there to get a real measurement. But he's bigger than that.
Okay. Yeah, I want to see where he is to the withers.
Okay.
Because right now, like Like Bruce Wayne and Iron Mike, they're probably at 17, 18,
Okay.
right around there.
Yeah.
Because if they're next to Poodle and Katana, Poodle's like 21 and a half. So is Katana.
Okay.
They're just under that 22, and they're maybe,
Yeah.
3-4
Yeah, I
inches.
saw when I saw on the video, I'm like, wow. Yeah, they talk.
Yeah, they look like, man, they look like orcs, bro. You short back pigs with fur. Like, cute as hell, bro. Cute as hell.
Oh man,
What a litter, man. And
I believe it.
shoot, it's crazy. Oh, I do have some bad news today.
What's that?
So I talked to Lamont Fozzie out of West Coast. He got cloned with a poodle, and she has hip dysplasia, man.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, he hit me up today, and of course, I'm going to take care of him. We're going to make him whole. I don't know why, but yeah, he's going to send me the doctor report and whatnot. But yeah, apparently she has bad hip dysplasia, which happens. Again, this is why I chose the XL lane. But again, like you would think that a lot of that XL stuff would offset.
Yeah.
A lot of the pocket stuff, but imagine that, right? A fully like you seen Poodle, man.
Yeah.
It's like imagine her going to a pocket and still getting hip dysplasia.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is why, like, as much as and I don't want to come off like a hater, but as much as we lose to these pockets in the ring, man, when they breed pocket to pocket, look, I had one dog with bad hips,
Yeah.
right? Out of a litter of 11, going to an XL that's fully functional. Now imagine you're going pocket to pocket.
Mm-hmm.
What that'd be like? What kind of horror stories that they don't tell us about over there?
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
not-
This is me now. I might sound like a hater, but it's the truth, bro.
It is what it is.
Bro,
It
I
is.
got a fully functional 21 and a half inch champion dog. Perfect top line, perfect gait, perfect movement, can't beat.
Right.
Bred to an XL, and I got one dog with hip dysplasia. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, you think that came from the XL?
Mm.
Did it come from the XL?
No, not at all. That's all pocket.
I'm just saying, not to say that XLs can't have hip dysplasia, but this is what studying and breeding and is about. Like, it could still happen. Like, you can have two dogs with scissor bite, right? You breed them, and then you got one with like this bite or over or under. It still can happen. You're like, how can that be? And then you got to look at the dogs in the background.
Yeah.
And so a lot of these, big name dogs, to be honest with you, this is why I always talk that nonsense about 10 times Godzilla and all that. Because the truth is, you'll see a dog like, oh, that's line, that's inbred off this, line bred off that. And you see the few dogs that dog produced. You don't see the 20 other dogs that didn't make it, or the 10 other dogs that are train wreck health-wise. Allergies, crooked ass feet, like, you know what I mean? And so all that to say that I'm a transparent dude. So if I produce a dog with a problem, 1 out of 11, I'm not going to be scared to say it.
Right.
And any breeder that says they never produce a dog with a major flaw or a problem like that, you're a liar.
The liar. Fucking liar.
I'll tell you that right now. So you're telling me if you've done at least 10 breedings, you haven't produced one pup with a problem?
Cap. I think I had 4 litters. I think 2 of them I had at least one pup with a mild, like, heart murmur. The
Heart
first
murmur,
litter, yeah.
Yeah, cleft palates.
I never had the cleft. I think I had a dog that did have it, but he didn't make it. But I definitely had one that made it into a pet home, and they ended up just having a mild murmur. And one in my very first litter, and then one had it in like one of my middle ones, one of my middle litters. But then it ended up going away. But I mean, yeah, they said they never had no problem. They're lying. I mean, a lot of people not even health testing, and that's
Right.
that's part of the fucking problem right there.
Well, that's the next level up of what we're doing. It's
Excuse me.
excessive health testing, and even at that, you're not guaranteed.
Right.
And so when I got the call from Lamont today, I'm like, cool, man. You know what I mean? He was less concerned about me taking care of him and more concerned about not breeding the dog. I said, of course, don't breed the dog. Let's find the dog a good home. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Where the dog can't be bred, and don't worry about what you paid for the dog. The dog has a 1-year health guarantee. I back the dog's health, and that's how it goes, man. It's not all peaches and cream. And if you don't stand on what you say and who you are, then, you know, I can't rock with you like that. So he was like, man, I know, Earl, I'm sorry, man. I'm like, no, don't be sorry. I'm glad that you're involved. You know, it's like, if you can't find somebody there, we'll find somebody that'll take this dog as a pet home. The dog is amazing. Clone of the poodle is beautiful, man. Super bully dog, you know. Unfortunately, that hip socket just not right. And, you know, it's unfortunate because he loves that dog so much. Like, that's his favorite dog on his yard because that dog is so bully. But unfortunately, you know, dog has a hip issue, man. It just, and I commend him for really understanding that and not breeding the dog.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it can happen to the best of them, I'm telling you. Especially when you're heavy line breeding and all that, and 2 times this on 4 sides, and you know what I mean? You double down on good traits, but you also double down on the bad traits. And of course, no one's going to talk about those bad traits, right?
Yeah.
I've met people at shows do that, tell me, hey man, I got this dog that's 6 times this dog. Bro, the bite is so off. Like, dude, like, leave it to Beaver. His front teeth is over here, right? His damn back teeth is down here, and he's chewing like this.
Hell no.
And he's like,
You
what
know,
do I do?
The problem with that, Earl, is that we got breeders who can't and won't keep that whole litter, right? When you're inbreeding, there's going to be problems. Period.
It's been done for years. Inbreeding's been done for years.
Yeah, I mean, people do it, but there's going to be something. I mean, it's just like when you. I can't say it. I'm on this live thing, but inbreeding causes problems.
Yeah.
If you're going to inbreed, especially like when you say brother, sister, daughter to father, you're going to double up on the good and the bad. So if you're going to do those type of breedings, as a breeder, be prepared to keep the litter.
Well, keep or cull.
Well,
That's what happens, right?
You went there. I mean, but that's what it is. If you're trying to get double this, triple that, and you're trying to hone in, you're trying to look. You keep the litter, man. There's no if, ands, and buts about it.
It's an inside litter, not an outside litter, correct?
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you sell one, you would have had to have kept it for at least 5 to 6 months, man, to see what's going on.
Yeah, no, for sure. I 100% agree with you, and that's like, it happens more so than none in all different kind of animals, to be honest with you. And so, man, when it comes to that, I mean, let's be honest, right? Like, inbreeding didn't start with animals; it started with people of royal blood.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's what I was trying not to. I wasn't gonna go there.
Yeah.
Right? Because you know, you got to keep the bloodlines and the money pure. So, you know, inbreeding started with people of royalty. You know what I mean? To a point where they had all health issues, and you know what I mean. They just kept inbreeding, and it wasn't the thing to do, man.
Yeah,
obviously.
And they wanted to keep it pure, so that's the way they thought it was.
Yeah, it was pure, all right.
It was pure. Pure insanity.
Could you imagine living at that time, man? What a crazy time to live in, isn't it? Like to be in that time where that's the thinking is correct that you would be doing something like that. What a crazy time.
Yeah, that's a no-go.
No, so what's interesting is we're starting off the year, guys. with a lot of, number one, pure Brazilian dogs coming in, which is cool. I like it. Okay, where I stand with it, I like the pure Brazilians. I also think for the amount of, for a small window of about 2.5 years, where they're allowed to come in as American to infuse with Americans dogs, I think that's going to have a positive contribution, right? So now you're dealing with pure Brazilian, 50-50 American Brazilian, and then pure American, right? Mm-hmm. And I think in the next 5 years, you're really going to see which one is healthier, number one, has more breed type, number two, and three is the better overall dog. Temperament, everything, right? You package the whole thing together. So it's too early to say which dog that's going to be, because obviously if you look at it, generally speaking and loosely speaking, you're going to say, the Americans have better faces and better color. The Brazilians are more tighter skinned with more muscular and striation. The 50-50s can go either way depending on which dog you use.
Yep.
Right? And so I'm lucky to have two good 50-50s. And I'm lucky to have good 100%ers on both sides. And so it really, number one, is that the creative control of the breeder. But if you had to vote right now, I'm going to put you guys on the spot. With Ish. 5 years from now, what's going to be the better dog? 100% American, 100% Brazilian, or 50-50 infusion? Could be 50-50, 75-25. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. In 5 years, I would think the infusions will be better. The infusions. Okay. The 50-50s to the 75-25s.
What do you say, John?
Infusion.
Then you're gonna go with an infusion. What about you, Marky?
Same thing, infusion.
Okay, now we're gonna go reverse order. Marky, everybody voted. You think infusion is gonna be the better dog? Tell me why it's the better dog, and what the attributes are that make it better.
I feel like, first of all, we started with the American, so at the end of the day, that breed should be getting better. You know, I mean, obviously, it gets worse depending on who is in control of it, but that breed should have been getting better over the years. So that one should always be like at the top. Now, this Brazilian stuff is starting to pick up and it's getting more heavy. So, you know, it's not going to be perfected like the American is like by the end of this year. It's not.
No.
It's not going to be on the same level. It might not be on the same level at all ever. So, in my opinion, within the next 3 to 5 years with the Brazilian, it will be, you know, a contender, you know, close to the American. But at the end of the day, the original is the original. That's why I think when you put, you know, the original in with a little bit more like enhancements that the Brazilian blood will bring, you should get, you know, the ultimate dog. So that really that's where I stand with it, because you know it's something new. 3 to 5 years, you just now getting right, and that goes with the dogs. That goes with a brand new business. You know, it take 5 years before you start seeing revenue off any business. So it's like same thing with a dog. The Brazilians are just now getting hype. So by year 5, you hoping that thing is where it's supposed to be. So you mixing it with the American, I think is ultimately going to be the best turnout.
Okay. What about you, John? What you say?
Brazilian bulls are an infusion. That's all I got to say.
Facts.
Okay. Facts. I mean, technically they are, but
Dax, Phenom, Camelot. I can keep going.
Okay. Ish.
I'm an American blood type of dude. I like the 20-inch, 22-inch, blocky, stocky, bulky, and I just see obviously these bullies started American blooded, you know, but just like the Brazilians did, even the bullies, they threw in some bulldogs, they threw in some boers, you know, it's the same thing, but Originally, I was on I'ma just build my American bloodline, But once I got introduced to these Brazilians, and let's be honest, maybe in 5 years they won't be nothing. But in the little 1.5 years they've been here, they're already caught up. And that's just in a year and a half. So, and that's what we know of. They already been doing it out there for the longest. You know, so for coming into America and to catching up this fast, these American bloodlines have to pick it up. They're going to have to pick it up. So me, to answer the question, I'm going with the infusion still, because the only way you're going to get that if you infuse this Brazilian tight skin muscle with the correct heads of the American. That's the only way you're going to do it. That's the only way you're going to do it.
Okay. Well, I'll throw my hat in the ring. For me, I do agree with the infusion, and I'll elaborate why. So,
excuse me, guys.
Loosely speaking, I like both. You know, the American dogs are, of course, have been bred longer, and God knows no one hangs paper, so that's how we got all these colors. That does not happen in any industry. No paper hanging ever occurs.
What you mean? We're all legit. What you talking
Just to be clear. No, I love the faces of the American dogs, and I do love the color patterns.
Excuse me, guys.
Part of, and specifically in the XL lane, and I'm not saying every dog, but I'm saying generally speaking, what you're seeing is weaker ears and questionable top lines, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you're seeing in the Brazilian dogs, the positives in the Brazilian dogs are the striation and muscle expression, the breed type, the bone, the forehead, lack of color.
Yep.
Okay.
Big time.
And they are heavy on some lines, are heavy on those terrier game dogs. So you're going to have some dogs that are hot blooded, especially coming off those Chevys and Camelots, right? So you're going to see chocolates and reds is what you're going to see with a splash of white.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so what the American dog infusion does is it softens that temperament a little bit. It just takes a little bit of that edge off and adds a splash of color. Now, what's the correct ratio? I've been playing with it. I got 75 and 25s on both sides, which both exhibit very nice phenotypes. What I would say is this, is that based on durability, heat, walking, and exercise, that the Brazilian dog compared to the XL is more tolerable and palatable for work. Because I walk my dog. I'm an avid walker with my dogs, and I'll tell you, them Brazilian dogs, man, they can walk. And they have higher tolerance for heat versus the American cousin, right? Because you could think of them as kissing cousins, right? The American and Brazilians are almost cousins because of the base model that they're made out of. And what I would tell you is that the Brazilian dogs have higher tolerance for exercise and higher tolerance for heat. Now, I think the American dogs have a better temperament in terms of tolerance for dogs and people. They're just more socialized, right? And better color, of course. And I do like the heads of the American bullies better in terms of the face. I just think it's more aesthetically balanced. You know, the eye separation is better. And that's an opinion, guys. It's not a fact. In fact, most of what I'm saying is opinion, right? And so, don't nail me to the cross for it. It's my opinion. It's my vision. It's what I'm trying to do. And with that said, I think we can bring the balance of musculature, cardio, striation, and performance with color in one dog, but not less than 5 to 8 years in generations, right? Because your first one, you go Brazilian American, that's an F1. Now, which way do you take it? You either go to 50-50, which you're still at that F1 level, or you go back to American or back to Brazilian, which gives you an F2, a 75-25, right? So if you're looking at your breeding chart, depending on which way you want to go, determines like what you're seeing with the dog is going to determine which way you're going to go back to. right? I like a balance of athleticism and drive. I like a ripped, muscular dog that looks like, hey, listen, man, I better not
Yeah.
step in that yard. But I also love the American color and temperament, right? Where it's like, look, I'm not going to kill you today. Unless Ish tells me to kill you, I'm not going to eat you, right? So you understand, like, there's so many factors involved that, to somebody, certain attributes might matter more, right? But I'm looking at the overall balance of the dog, and just want to give shouts out to everybody on Insta and YouTube for joining here. I see you, Mob. You agree, you disagree. I get it. I still love you. No issues there. And again, like I always say, man, no one owns this dog thing. There's not one person or breeder in this community that runs this whole thing. And, what they say is the end all be all. Again, we're not in a cult. This is a community thing. This is our thing, right? We have a movement, Sumo Bully Kennels. And within Sumo Bully Kennels, Marky has his taste. Ish has his taste. John has his taste. I have my taste. And though we don't 100% agree, we're still united by a common movement to serve the community and create better, healthier dogs, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
And so ultimately, for me, the number one trait is temperament. So I'll ask, John, what's your number one trait?
Temperament. Unfortunately, temperament. Yeah, I got to go there first, just because my wife has to go out there sometimes. Just like when we were at National, my wife had to go out, get some dogs out, and put them back in their kennel. Man, I mean, even for a pocket-sized dog or a standard-sized dog, these dogs are powerful. So that aggressive nature, they're going to have some aggression, but the temperament to be controlled to a certain extent, to be able to be handled by my wife, that's very important. I can't deal with a a-hole type of dog. For when my grandkids come over and stuff like that, like I have the dogs that I have, I can let my dogs out and run freely, of course, with supervision, but that temperament, man, is A1. A1.
Yeah.
No, I 100% agree with that. How about you, Ish? What's your number one trait?
That's my number one trait. That's always priority number one. Temperament. I have kids. And my youngest is 6, so that's a must.
Okay, Marky?
I would say definitely temperament, because these dogs already get a bad rep as they get. So, if we're talking about top priorities, it's definitely got to be that. Obviously, it's a mixture between that and like health, of course. But temperament is definitely important, because these dogs get a bad rep. So going out in public, I want my dog to be able to walk down the street and either not pay that other dog that may not have the proper temperament any mind. I don't want my dog, a kid is at the park running up on my dog trying to pet him. I don't want my dog to snap on that, and things like that, because they can either put your dog down, and then at that point you're cooked as a breeder, as a dog man. Like, you can't do anything with that. So and then like everybody else said, I need my dog to listen to me, but I also need him to listen to my mama if I have them, watching them while I'm on vacation, or what I'm saying, or a family member comes by the house to watch them. I need them to always be able to listen to them and know right from wrong. And with a good temperament, I can teach my dog, good behavior. So,
yeah.
Yeah, well, no, I agree with 100% with temperament, guys. And when we went to nationals, my son watched all the dogs and walked by himself, and he was 14 years old. So that should tell you where I stand with my number one trait being temperament.
yeah.
Now, it's crazy is because most people in our community would say temperament's the most important thing, and I wish they would mind their temperament when it comes to these dogs and people. So for a community that believes in temperament is the most important thing, we sure don't follow our own advice.
Facts.
Because we don't have good temperament towards our fellow breeders or customers, or you know what I mean, or our community in general. We're quick to step on each other, bash each other, and all that. And so it's kind of funny how we say temperament and we don't show each other the same love. So moving right along. I'm just gonna leave that one there. If it hits you and it sticks, bro, hey, let it stick then. We're gonna cap it at number 2. What's your number 2 most important trait behind temperament? If we all agree on temperament, what's the next one?
Health.
Yeah, I say health.
Your health too?
I say health. Yeah.
Okay, why? Tell me why health is the most important.
Because I mean, if you without health, I mean, nothing. Like, what else really matters? Like, if your dog has hip issues, if your dog has cardiac issues, if your dog has breathing issues, skin issues, allergy issues, they can't digest. You know what I mean? Like, what can you do? You know what I mean? You don't want your dog to be extremely like bulky or bow-legged. You know what I mean? And there's so many ways you can look at health. I mean, without that, I mean, you can't. What can you do? That you might as well just get a Frenchie if you don't care about health.
Damn, shots fired. Shots fired. Take it easy, Barky. Calm down over there. What about you, Ish? Health?
I mean, I'm definitely going with health. Not only for the fact that we're in a breeding world, but even as a customer, I want longevity out of my dog. I don't want to always take it to the vet worrying about got hip issues, heart issues, especially allergies issues, because we all know bullies have them.
Yeah,
they have them. So it's like I don't always want to be spending more money going to the vet than taking my kids for a checkup at a house at the doctor's. So that's very important to me. So if you could fix that by health checking your dog to the right dog and their health check, you could prevent all that. Maybe not the allergies, but you could prevent everything else.
Well, I mean, there are genetic markers for predisposition to health issues. And then there is the other part of diligence or negligence when it comes to dietary management for your dog. So it's a two-sided coin, but we're not going to dive into that right now because that's a lot to digest. We're just going with the secondary trait. What are you going with, John?
It's health. If you don't have a healthy dog, unfortunately, people might not want to hear it, but you have a burden financially and emotionally.
Okay. Fair enough. I'm going to piggyback and say I agree with it, with health. I've bought dogs. I've bought unhealthy dogs that I've been catfished on. I didn't disclose any breeders. And I bought some dogs that only a few dogs came with a contract. I bought all the dogs I bought. I've gotten 2 contracts and maybe 1 or 2 health guarantees. And so I do agree with health in those terms. And it is very important. And again, just like I said, we said temperament. And here's what I'm finding, right? Is that overall as a community, and here's kind of my problem with things, is that we really don't stand on what we say we are. And I'm going to call us out as a group, not as an individual. We all said temperament. However, we are jerks to each other. Right? So if we want a good tempered dog that plays well with other dogs, how come we can't play well with each other?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say I'm right or wrong?
No, that's completely true.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so if we say the second most important thing is health, how come we don't put our dogs in the best position to have the healthiest food or supplements? Because we talk about it, right? If health is so important, then why do we feed the cheapest thing you could buy from Tractor Supply?
I don't
listen. Yeah.
I can't
listen, dude. You don't gotta feed what you feed. If I see your dog's poo and I pet your dog and smell my hand, I know what that dog is eating.
Yeah.
And if that dog starts being gassy around me and bloated, I know what that dog is eating. So as a community, right, we preach all this, this kumbaya, I love the Lord stuff that, temperament, but we want to be jerks to each other. Then we preach health, right? Health is the next most important thing. And we spend $5, $10, $15, $20,000 on our dog and feed it $5 worth of nonsense.
That's crazy.
Don't you think
That's why I say I can't relate. I don't understand it.
Okay, so that's exactly what I'm saying, right? It's as a community, not as an individual, we are hypocrites.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if we want temperament and health, but we don't breed for it and we don't genetically health test it, and we feed the worst trash ever. And then we want our dogs to behave and be nice, but we want to be rude to other people. Isn't that counterintuitive to what we want?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So this is what I'm saying in bringing awareness and helping other people is just like my child is a reflection of me. Your dog is a reflection of your care and your training. If your dog is out there pulling and jumping around like a jackass and bucking on the leash, what does that tell you about the training of the dog?
There is none.
There is no training, right? The dog's not even leash trained, right?
Yeah.
And if the dog is not socialized, when it sees other dogs and other people, it is misbehaving, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So if we know those things to be true, but we want a well-balanced temperament on a dog, and we want to breed healthy dogs, but we don't genetically health test, and we're the first ones to trash each other. Don't you think the dogs are a reflection of where we are as an industry right now?
Of course. You can only blame it on the person.
Yeah.
Because it's not like they're making these decisions. We are.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's kind of my challenge for this year is that our vision and what we're saying has to align to what we're actually saying with our dogs.
It's a fact.
So you call me out if I'm going too far with it.
Not at all.
Because I'm about to, at the end of the day, if somebody ever want me to buy a dog from another camp, I'm going in your fridge first. In your freezer. I'm checking your
Show me the
freezer.
poo.
What you got? Yeah, that too. But
Just let me see the dog's poo. Let me
Checking
smell
all
the
that.
dog's coat. Let me smell the dog's breath, and I'm like, yes or no. I'll tell you right
Let
then
me-
and there if it's
Let me play devil's advocate here, fellas.
okay.
Are we saying it's impossible to have a healthy dog if someone doesn't feed their dogs raw dog food?
Is
If
it
they feed
impossible?
If they feed kibble,
Only kibble?
only kibble.
yeah, that motherfucker not healthy. Excuse my language.
No, bro. That's not going
No.
to do it for me.
Chad Ojo
No,
said
no,
he ate
no,
McDonald's
no.
every day. Look at him.
We know how sumo roll. You know what I'm saying? And
Is it
it's not
impossible?
put anyone down, but can
Nothing is
someone have a
impossible.
healthy dog eating only kibble?
No.
Is it impossible? No. Is it unlikely? Yes.
Yeah, I'm not hearing that.
I know dudes that smoke and they're 90 years old and can run you know what I mean, can run a 40 and you know what I
Yeah.
mean? They're just genetic
Your
freaks.
dog
So
if your dog only eating kibble, he's not healthy. He or she is
All
not
right,
healthy.
Mark. So what do you say to a person that says, hey man, my dogs have lived 17, 16 years off of kibble? Told you I'm playing devil's advocate.
I'm gonna tell him that God took care of that dog his whole journey and kept that dog alive. And that's the only thing. Cause the kibble did not let him live longer.
Then that's God got his hands busy then, because there's a lot of people feeding their dog kibble.
But that's facts though. But I don't care. I said what I said. And at the end of the day, my parents got a Labrador mixed with a pit. That, oh my God, that dog is probably 14 now, and he has not had a raw ever. I don't care. If somebody tries to sit here and tell me their dog is healthy and all they eat is kibble every day, it's not.
well, it's not
Shoot me.
the best nutrition for them, right?
It's not. That's not a healthy dog. That dog,
Definitely not the best
it's just
nutrition.
getting by. You getting by. You're getting by. At
Well,
the
I'm
end of
gonna
the
tell
day,
you like this, right? I'll throw my head in this ring right now because I like the argument.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
So you're
definitely
telling
no
me
argument.
that you're gonna eat a piece of chicken drumstick, right?
yep.
With the bone, like a chicken drumstick or a chicken nugget.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's
There's
people
no
out
way you
there
can
that's
tell me that
You
chicken
don't
nugget is
even
better
gotta
than
do it all the
chicken.
way.
it isn't.
You can go raw and kibble. You can do that. That's fine. But I mean, if you don't have any type of raw incorporated, I'm sorry, your dog's not healthy.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, it's not getting the healthiest thing it can get.
It's not healthier than my dog. How about that?
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
What'd you say? I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
I said it's not healthier than my dog. How about that? That's the argument.
Oh,
At the end of the conversation.
yeah. You gotta throw some raw in there, ladies and gentlemen. How much? Okay, we sidetracked. So let's get back. So why as a community we looking at health? We say health is important and we don't feed appropriately. My answer to that is,
brother.
You said why don't we?
Yeah,
I feel like people don't want to do the research.
Dogs that they can take care of
Mhm.
properly. In my
Shortcut,
opinion, you know
my
what I'm saying? If your pockets can only handle 4 dogs, that's what you need. That's just the bottom line. That's what you have to work with.
Yes.
But a lot of breeders want 15 dogs.
Yes.
Because that
And I've
makes
seen people with 4 dogs in a 10x10 second bedroom apartment, man. Look,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You gotta,
man, look. Don't
health is a lot of different things, or care is a lot of different things. It's from where they stay, how they stay, your vaccination.
It's more than feed. There's a lot of going.
Yeah, it's more. The training is a part of care.
Yeah,
ladies and
gentlemen.
100%.
Socialization is a part of training, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? So it's just so many different things, man. And like I said, they can come for our heads all they want. It's been proven that a raw diet is healthier. Period. Like Mark said, you got to throw some.
Let's pause that right here, because I think we're going to pick up on this in the next live. So I like this energy right here. You know what? We're kicking out 2026, and you guys are. You know what? You kind of just poking. Everyone's poking the bear today. I like this. You know what I mean?
That's the bottom line.
Chicago, so you know I root for the Chicago Bears. Everybody's poking the bear right now. I'm feeling it. I like this energy.
Your pockets can only hold 4 dogs, man. That's what you need to stick with, man. Don't get 10 dogs and then cut corners on the feed.
I'll say this before we move on. When it comes to your goal in your kennel, or as a breeder, as a dog person, whatever you want to call yourself, you got to stop making everybody else's goal your fucking goal. You have to have your own goal for your kennel, for your dogs, for who you want to be in this dog game.
Yes.
Stop making everybody else's goal your goal. Just because that person got 5-6 dogs does not mean you need that. You got to know what you can handle, like Big John said, and that comes with what you can handle, how many dogs, how many mouths you can feed, what you can put in their mouths, and how you can, walk them around, the leashes, the shows you can go to, whatever it is, whatever you got going on, you gotta figure out your goals. Earl gets on here and tells y'all every single day to write your goals. I have a plan, and you don't have to be a kennel. You just have to be a dog person to have a plan. And a lot of people don't want to sit down and have a plan of their own. Everybody wants to have a plan that's mirrored off of everything they see. Stop making your goals that's somebody else's goal. You have to have your own goal.
I agree with that. And really, I'm going to translate for Marky. What Marky just said is like, if you're a father and you have too many kids that you don't take care of, that's really what Marky said. He's taking shots at the deadbeat dads.
No, I'm not talking about deadbeat dads.
If you have 6 kids and you ain't taking care of your kids, Marky just said, bro,
Adam,
write down your goals.
Yeah. When
he was saying pockets, he was really talking about kids.
No, for real.
And I'm a victim of that, because I didn't meet my dad till I was 30. So I'm not mad at you, Marky.
Wow. That's crazy, Earl.
I'm just messing around, guys. But that's what Marky's saying. Don't overbreed, bro, especially if you can't afford it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Gotta have a system that works. Earl got his house set up like a damn, I don't even know what to call it, but that's a system. He got the all them dogs. He has the litters at the same time. But you go back there and you not stepping in backpedaling into some shit, and it's not out there smelling like piss, and flies ain't eating your legs up and all that other stuff. He has a system. You know what I'm saying? It works for him. He don't have to have 15 dogs. He got what he got. You know what I'm saying?
I don't need 15 dogs in 10 years to change this industry.
No. And he's still cooking on the grill and feeding the dogs half the stuff he cooking on the grill. You know what I'm saying? So it don't even matter.
Typically, those bad children in the neighborhood.
Yeah,
some gunpowder.
Yeah. Nobody noticed they're gone. Welcome to Dairy.
Welcome to Dairy. Dude, that's funny. Watching that story. This is hilarious. Okay, let's answer a few real questions, guys, as we're getting a little crazy. Man, look, adult dogs, I feed them twice a day till they're 2. And then after that, I determine whether they're once a day feed dog or not. Some dogs are just not big eaters on one portion. Yeah. And I do fast my dogs at least once every 7 to 10 days. So it's a good thing.
Cleans them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but no, we're gonna keep things light, guys, because this is our first one for the year. We're going off topic on a lot of things, and I really just wanted to get the team together for 2026. Let you guys know that we are coming, and not only are we competing with you guys, we are competing against each other at some point, especially the nationals. So really, you're talking about 11 months from nationals right now. We will more than likely be competing with each other at nationals, which is pretty cool. You know what I mean? Again, we're not above our own competition, and that's why we do support competitors. I kind of like this. Man, Dan, you guys are kind of spicy tonight, man.
Yeah.
Mark over here calling out single dads. Man.
Oh, what?
John over here talking about people feeding chicken nuggets.
God, no, man.
In the world.
Oh man, no, that's just real spill right there, man. You gotta be able to take care of what you have.
He's talking about the Brazilian takeover. Good Lord, man.
I'm with it.
Here, man. It's wild at Sumo tonight, man. What is going on?
No, for real though. When you're talking about the Brazilian, man, let's slow.
I'm with it.
Let's slow it down a little bit, because it is American blood in there. Like,
yes,
let's
it is.
Just be honest. So if it's Camelot blood, if it's Camelot dogs in there, that's American. If it's
all Dax, came from here, to be honest with you.
If it's Dax in there, it's American. The thing is, man, it's just I'll say this. I look at how they operate from what I've been researching. Number one, they're not afraid to inbreed and keep an entire litter.
Yep.
And look at the traits that they want, and whatever they do with the other ones, that's what they do. They keep the ones that they want to continue their lineage with. That's one thing that I see that they do. They're not afraid to do that. And it's because here, it's all about this here. Every puppy has to be sold. You know what I mean? We don't try to establish a line or traits. Now,
well, I think that's a.
I say we now. I do know of some kennels out there who've been breeding their own dogs for a while. They have a distinct look, like and they doing their thing. Mm-hmm. And I think actually that's what I could look at those pedigrees and see that's what they did. Father to daughter, brother to sister.
Right. And they look good. Like they could do it successfully.
Yes, because it takes that, like, okay, guys, as a camp. Okay, guys, look, I'm gonna do this breeding, blah, blah, blah. They not leaving the house. Mm-hmm. If it's 4 puppies, we gonna split. Y'all take one, take whatever you choose. If it don't turn out, we give it 8 months. If it don't turn out, we pet home that thing, and we go in another direction. But if one turns out, there you go. You can build from there.
I agree. I've seen that too. I've seen that too, Big John. There are some camps,
and I think that's where they've gotten the edge, and that's why they have a look. We got so many different looks. You know what I'm saying? Because people are, some pedigrees look like a bag of Skittles.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing about
I'm going to chime in on that for you, right?
Yeah.
And here's what I will say, is that part of the issue that you're discussing is a cultural issue. Being a very capitalist country in the U.S., 90% of goods produced in the world go to us. So we're very fast paced. We're quick to get on the trend, quick to jump on a hype train, right? Where we're moving faster than we can smell the roses that we just planted, right? And there's a new song, there's a new shirt, there's a new shoe. It's really a victim of culture when it comes to breeding. And when you go to Brazil or another like second or third world country, things move a little bit slower, and they appreciate the culture and what it took to get there. And we were once upon a time, but with technology changes and the trends moving so fast, one person buys it, and then the next thing you know, that's the next hot thing. And we're so quick to jump on it that before it's proven or materialized, it's capitalized.
Yeah.
Right. And so now what happens is it gets capitalized, and then 2 years later you realize that wasn't it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of these what I call people who hype surfers, jump on the hype and like, cool, let's do this. You know what I mean? And then they jump on a hype, buy a puppy. 2 years from now, that same surfboard is not there, right? They can't ride it no more. And guess what?
Drowning.
They're getting crushed, right? And so, unfortunately for them, they're not reading the writing on the wall. And so, what our platform is to talk about difficult conversations. Listen, man, I can go out of here and talk about dogs and cool colors and what dog I like better. That's superficial conversation, man. Oh, I like a tri-chocolate. I like Marky's twist. I like John's bald head. You know what I mean? I like fried chicken.
Me too.
I'm just saying, it's such a superficial conversation. Like, what are we talking about, man? You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to challenge is the conversation of depth of what it really is, man.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the American breedings have been influenced by capitalism, right? That's why you have, like, where the hell did a Merle come from? The only Merle I know comes from a bulldog, right?
Yep.
There's only how many Merles in the world? The that weird Merle with the two eye color and the bulldog. That's the only two Merles I know.
Yeah.
Where did tries come from? Freaking Rotties.
Doberman.
Right?
Okay, so how is all of a sudden we got bullies that are trying Merle? If there is not fuckery there, dude, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So again, we're a victim of capitalism, right? Which is, it's a good thing because we do need capital. Money moves the world, man. I'm not mad at capitalism. However, you also got to face the fact that we are a victim of capitalism. And the minute that you want to deny it and don't want to face that fact, why is it everyone trying to start a bully program? Because there's money, right? If there was no money in this thing, why would people buy $5,000 to $8,000, $10,000, $15,000 dogs? They wouldn't.
Facts.
Right. So for everybody on here that wants to be the savior of the breed and better to breed, and you want to be Mahatma Gandhi and the Martin Luther King of the bully community, good for you, bro. That ain't me. I love these dogs. I'm gonna make some badass dogs, and it is my business. Make no mistake about it. I make money doing this. So I'm not trying to sit here and trying to be, fake or whatever. And why would a kennel, I'm not going to name any kennels, why would any dog sell a dog for 20, 30, 40K, 50K, right? 300K for a dog to go to China. Come on, man. What are we doing here? if there's no money in this thing, then then you're just a philanthropist, and that's another hypocritical point of our community, right? The truth is there is money in this. This is very lucrative.
And if you have a family, you won't have one for long if you just dump it all.
You're not going to have one for long.
So you got to get.
I want to be in the community as a realist.
And since we on being stepping on stuff, I need us to discuss what a producer is this year. I don't want to say that.
No, hey, listen, not this live, dude. Not this live. Don't start that, man.
I get it. Hey, but I come from a world where producers were tracked.
No, I know. So
it was called Ron.
I'll tell you what, you run next week live and it'll be your topic. We're just gonna answer, all right? So that's what we're gonna do. Every week, everyone runs the live, and it's your questions and your topics. So that's what we're gonna do. So today is kind of opener. That's right. I did the opener. So if John, you want next week, Marky gets the week after that, Ish gets the week after that.
All right.
And then it's not, hey, listen, I'm just going to answer the questions and not bring in new topics, right? And I think that's a fair way to go about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right? Of course.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that way we get different flavors, different perspectives. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I want to know. I come from that other lane back. I've changed, but producers were tracked. You got points for producing. So I don't see that here. But
I don't know if it's Marky's lighting or he's just gotten really dark in this January.
Bro, what? It's probably my lighting.
Have you been doing tanning over the winter?
No, it's my lighting.
You like going to the spa and tanning?
Redirect me, Ish.
You're not.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's trying to ignore you, big guy, and redirect towards me.
He's trying to redirect me, Ish.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it alone. Hey, I put it out there because it's time for that foolishness to stop, man.
Facts.
I'm gonna be real.
Oh, you mean like a $20,000 stud fee or a $10,000 stud fee or something not proven?
Facts.
No, so I don't care what you charge. Where the champions at?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you where we're going to be at there the next year or two.
So that's my point. So where's the production at? So are you? Everybody don't take these dogs to show. Okay,
that's a shame.
Yeah, why aren't you promoting your people that buy dogs to take your dogs to show? Why aren't you helping them? Why aren't
the same way they go buy that kibble, right? The same way they go to the pet store.
You get a booth and invite your folks to the show so they can show the dogs. But like I said, man, like it's like that's one of the things for me. I don't like that, man. I don't like that. That's crazy. That's just crazy. You can charge, like, man, if you've done 200 breedings, right? And you got 10 champions, okay. Because it's now, because I don't want to sit on here and act like it's easy to produce a champion. It's not, man.
Is it though?
It's not. But if you've done 300 breedings and you got 2 champions, man, what are we doing? What are we doing? And your stud fee is whatever. Because I don't want to talk about somebody. I'm not familiar with all these people anyway, so I don't know all these people to talk about it. But I do see, I have been following some camps and stuff like that, and like, what are you doing? Why is it that much and you don't have no champions?
Not one.
I'm glad you said that because you're running next week's live.
Yeah, big job.
It'll be
and that's what hey, don't come on the live if you don't want to. You answer those questions. Why?
I love it, man.
That's my question. Why? Explain to me why. What constitutes that much money in and it's not. What are we just? You paying for a color?
I can answer that. Actually, I can actually answer your question.
Okay.
So I'll answer it briefly because I don't want to spoil it for the rest of next week. But the reality is, people can constitute that because that hype has been endorsed. So once you endorse a dog that's non-titled, that produces non-titled dogs, that doesn't produce dogs better than it, right? Once I endorse it, and then Ish comes behind it and endorse it, and then Marky endorses it, everyone's like, well, that must be the dog, right? Well, I guess that stud feed must be correct. So what happens is you start getting endorsements, right, from non-qualified people who have done nothing for the community other than take and overcharge people and given nothing, right? Now, because of their validation, to a new breeder, it looks valid, right? So now everyone accepts the new narrative and truth. It's called controlling the narrative, is what it is. And the reality is there's no essence, there's no body, there's no substance to the claim. So what I'm telling you is 2 years from now, when these productions grow up and they have all the substance and everything we're talking about, it's the game is to be proven and shown and not talked about. And so, I get what you're saying. I'm answering it generally. However, I want the people in the comments next week to do join and do respond to what you're saying, because I know what the answer is. The answer is there's no damn reason that you should be. Right? That's what you feel the value of your work is, right? The problem is other people have endorsed your nonsense, right? That's like if John beats up a girl, right? I'm like, damn, John's a good fighter. He beat up a 7-year-old girl. Then Ish is like, yeah, I seen John whoop some ass. And then Marky goes, man, John crushed people. And then the urban legend begins. 50 people later, like, oh man, John is a giant. He'll breathe on you, you'll fall. And really, he just beat up a 7-year-old girl, right? But we endorsed the story so long that everyone believes the hype. Right? It's time for that hype train to be diffused.
Yeah, it is.
Because what have you doing? What have you proven? Nothing. You know what I mean?
Like I said, I'll reiterate it. If you're producing, if you're producing and it's recorded, it's on record, hey, do your thing, man. Get your money.
Yeah.
But if you're not, cut it out.
Listen, and another thing, and if they're doing it, we in a world that if that dog get 1,000 likes, it's popping. That ain't true.
I'm about to actually dispel that.
That ain't true. Likes don't mean nothing.
No, I'm actually, once I take over the next topic, I'm gonna actually buy 50,000 likes and show you guys. I'm gonna show you.
Yeah, it's too many of them.
I'm gonna show you my following now when I do it. Right?
That?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you could do that.
You can buy it on every platform if you want.
Yeah. Listen, the reason why you could buy it, because these kids nowadays, that's what they live by. They live by a like. It's like, man, this is why I'm gonna shut up, but I don't care about social media. That don't move me. Yeah, that don't impress me. None of that likes, none of that. I mean, because when it comes to this, 1 million people can like your dog, but if it don't produce and if it can't do nothing, if it's only staying in your apartment, it don't mean nothing to me.
No, it means absolutely nothing, my friend.
It don't mean nothing to me. I need that dog to produce. I need that dog to show producers. I need that dog to be a champion somehow if you're charging those numbers. And if you're charging those numbers just because you got a social media popping and you got a social liking and a following, that don't mean nothing to me, bro. But this generation and a lot of these people are even grown-ups. They doing it for the likes.
Well, you guys are stirring some shit up in the comments, man.
Yeah, they doing it for the likes because it's true.
What they say?
It's true.
What they talking about?
Crazy. Woo. Y'all wild boys. See what y'all started? Listen,
What they say?
we're cutting. No, we're gonna cut this off because
don't do that.
we're going a whole another hour with this, man.
You're right. You're right. No, you're right. Go ahead.
We're gonna go another hour with this, and we opened up the season opener. We're already pissing everybody off.
Really?
Yeah. So there's a lot of with the height readings and the stud fees, and this, the that, and well, I'll tell you like this. Before we cut this off, I'll tell you what. You got about
excuse me, guys.
8 more months with if you have a male that's a stud and the people are paying for it, you got 8 more months, my friend.
Shit, you don't even got that.
You got to change your contract to 5.
Now you talking about us.
Look, if I'm mad at anything, I'm mad at 3 is a litter. Man, I'll sock you in your mouth. 3 is a litter for what? Because some jerk decided that was the litter.
Yo, you already know how I feel about that shit.
If it's 2, I'll repeat it. If it's 3,
you know how I feel about that shit.
Man, I'll fight you. I'll fight anybody over that 3's a litter. If you beat me, okay, listen. This is a challenge to all breeders, right?
Oh, hello.
Here it is. Here's Earl's challenge. 2 is a litter, 3 is a litter. Cool. If you whoop my ass, 3 is a litter.
Yeah.
If I whoop your ass, 5 is a litter.
I swear.
Open challenge to anybody. I will fight you over that.
I ain't never heard no stupid shit like that.
I'm just saying.
That's crazy.
Because that's what you're saying, right?
Until last year.
Litter. So if it's 2, I'll repeat it. If it's 3, that's a whole litter. I'll tell you what, man. I'll pay your $20K stud fee. And if there's not 3 there and you can't whoop me, you're repeating the breeding. Deal?
Swear.
Oops.
Yeah.
Listen, I stand on mine. Win, lose, or draw. I'm going to stand on it. So if I pay you your 5, 10, 15, 20 G's and you can whoop my ass, then 3's a litter. If you can't whoop my ass, then 5's a litter. That's my challenge for 2026.
So
hey, look, these hands are rated E for everyone. You understand me? Hands are rated E for everyone. Everyone can catch these hands.
I like that.
All right. So when I spend 10 grand with you and you're not guaranteeing me 5 and up, and you can't whoop me, guess what? You're gonna have to repeat the breeding, bro.
Yeah,
crazy. You're supposed to just walk. You're supposed to just eat that 10 grand and get 2 puppies. 3 puppies.
Listen, bro. Rated E for everyone.
You're supposed to eat that? Nah.
Yeah. That's some sucker shit.
No, I'll wait till our dogs grow up because I'm guaranteeing 5.
Yeah, me too.
I'm guaranteeing 5. All my boys that grow up, man, look, 5's a litter for me. You go be a sucker and spend that 10 grand for 2's a litter and all that nonsense if you want to. You mess with Earl and Sumo, you're getting 5 minimum. Mandatory minimum. 6 is a litter, my friend. 5 is a repeat. That's how we're doing it here. We're keeping it a buck. We're going to stand on how we feel. And if you don't like it, look, we can throw hands too. That works too.
Facts.
How about it?
He said, easy, Uncle. Hey, listen, man, I might be old, but these hands still work, bro. You know what I mean? And look, I'm never too old to take an ass whooping. I've had my ass whooped many a times. So it's cool. Been there, done that. Got the t-shirt plenty of times. No big deal. We can go get a drink afterwards. So with that said, guys, man, I love this. Everyone's so confrontational today. What's going on in January, man?
It's time to get real, bro.
Yeah.
I don't got time to play with nobody. I don't got time to play with nobody's son, nobody daughter, nobody daddy, nobody nothing. I'm not here to fuck with this year. I'm telling you. I spent the last year getting the opportunity of a lifetime with Sumo. If y'all think I'm about to sit here and dick around, you're crazy.
But you got to do some of them eyebrows, though.
I don't care about my
keep
them.
that energy, homeboy. Keep that energy.
Them eyebrows are kind of out of pocket, bro.
But I ain't
gotta get like sharp, bro. Like crop.
Look, y'all got
get that crop.
Y'all got 7 days till my new laptop come in. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, I'm excited for that. I can't wait.
Y'all got 3 days. 3 days till my litter drop. Y'all got less than a month till y'all see a cause at training. So do what you want with that info. That's 3 things I didn't guess. Shameless plug right there.
Oh, that's gonna be good, man. I love it, man.
Light
you know what? Sumo coming in.
Man, Ish,
that's straight light.
Was anybody on Instagram but Earl trying not to share?
Yeah.
I looked at it, but I missed it. I didn't see it.
I couldn't get it.
There's some comments in there, man. But I love the Instagram family, guys. You
I
know
joined too late, Big John. I can't scroll up from what I can see in here.
Me either.
Yes, sir. No, I love this. I love the Insta family. I love the YouTube.
Yeah,
I love the bully family. Period.
Yeah,
Man.
it ain't nothing
You know
but
what I mean?
love.
All I'm
It's
asking
true.
is that we do better, man.
It's
Okay?
true. That you know what? That
That's all
old
I'm asking
saying
for. Let's do
is
better, man.
always gonna stick, man. If you throw a rock, and I don't even have to say the rest.
yeah.
I don't have to say the rest. I look. See y'all next week.
Facts.
Okay, so just for you guys that are on here on Insta and YouTube, even though we have a smaller audience on YouTube right now, John is hosting next week's live, and we will be addressing all of John's questions. And what we're gonna do is a round table. The week after that might be Marky or Ish, but I'm just gonna jump in here and answer questions just like you guys.
My
And,
live is why.
Yeah.
I like that.
Why?
Yeah, and then this is where you guys get to air out your grievances
Yeah.
just like I do, and it'll be fun, man. You know what I mean? Let's change the tempo up, all right?
Yeah.
Cool.
And mine will be why you think you could charge that for just because of likes.
Okay.
We're gonna stay on it.
I'm
Bro,
staying on it. I want to know. I really want to know.
Eyebrows, bro. You gonna be like, why your dog not lined up? All right, who's gonna sign out first?
I am. I'll
Send it off, brother. Send it off.
Thank everybody for coming through Facebook. I'm sorry, not Facebook, YouTube and Instagram. Why?
I like that.
Oh man, you guys are rough this week. Ish or Marky, who wants to go?
I would like to say thanks again for bringing me on the team. I always say it. I'm always say it because I'm a grateful dude, and I'm gonna always bring that up. 2026 though, but now that I'm a part of the team, is no breaks. I'm going full throttle on anything I do. That going for the Brazilian 50-50s, the American blood. I'm in it to win it, and look out for Tri-State. We gonna be all over. Sumo team.
Let's go, Marky. Where are we at?
Yeah, man. First live of the year. You know, they tried to stop us with the hacking. Obviously, they couldn't do that. Y'all gonna have to swing a little bit harder than that. You know, the videos and the content is just gonna get better. Obviously, we will always have the library that Earl already created. So, you know, and whenever we want to revisit that, it'll be there. But, you know, at the end of the day, any type of setback is still a win for us. It's going to make us go harder. It's going to ignite a fire in each and every one of us to do better. We've all got goals for each chapter here at Sumo, and we are all going to hit those goals and beyond. And I think we're going to not only surprise the people that watch us, but we're going to surprise each other throughout this whole process. So, you know, this is live one. And when we look back, you know, 6 months from now, when we look back at live one, that live 6 months from now is going to be a lot different, and it's going to be different for a good reason. So we're going to keep on doing great things here together, and we're going to keep doing great things here for y'all. So, you know, we appreciate y'all coming on here and rocking with us on a new channel for the first new live, and you know, continue to watch us grow, man. Each and every one of us.
Hell yeah. So yeah, guys. First and foremost, thank you to the Instagram family and the YouTube family. We'll get whatever. We get the whole channel back, or we never. Whatever. It doesn't freaking matter.
Nope.
We're gonna do what we're gonna do regardless. We're not here to participate. We're here to take over. And with that said, we're gonna call out old practices, dated practices, and we're gonna tell and express how we feel about certain things that have been a norm in our industry, right? So we're not here to just sing the kumbayas of the industry, right? We're here to challenge and open up the mindset and have relevant, intelligent conversation with a little bit of comedy and a little bit of trash talk. That's the reality, right? That's who we are. And for those people who want to say we're copying some, yeah, you can go copy, you know what I mean? Copy that. How about that? You know what I mean?
Damn.
I'll tell you what, you open up a hot dog stand and we'll pull up. You bring the
Facts.
buns, we'll bring the hot dogs.
Facts.
So I'm telling you right now, Sumo Bully Candles, I got hacked. They took my channel. Dude, I'm pissed. So guess what? You're getting a different Earl this year. That humble Earl, you bring the card and the buns. I'm going to bring the hot dogs. And a whole lot of them. Big John hot dog, Ish hot dog, everybody hot dog. Yo, we bringing the dogs. You bring the buns. Listen, you pull up with your little cart with your buns and we'll pull up. So that's what I'm telling you. We're coming in hot. We're challenging the industry standards. And we want everybody to win because up till now, you have been gate kept, right? So prior to this, you guys followed the matrix. Well, guess what? Here come Neo. Whatever they accepted up till this point, we're not accepting no more. You either get with us or you follow that same, big brothering and all that nonsense. We're not with that, man. We're starting a new trend, guys. One that makes sense, one that helps everybody win, one that holds breeders accountable, one that holds our community accountable, right? And so whatever hypocrisy we're seeing in the industry, in the breeding, in the shows, we're going to call it out. And if you don't like it, sorry, not sorry. You know what I mean? But we have to. That's the whole point of bettering this community, right? Is righting the wrongs that have been written so many times over because no one wants to go against the grain. Well, guess what? I went against the grain when I was by myself. I'm even stronger now that I got a team behind me. Now I got these brothers right here to support me to go against the grain. We 100% are. And only standing up for what's right. That's all I'm saying. And it makes it better for all of you guys, actually.
Right.
And that's the reality of it. Because if I can stand on my contract, so can somebody else that hold your dog.
Mm-hmm.
So with that said, guys,
it's about what's right, man. That period.
hey, that's all we're standing for, man. And I'm very happy, very blessed, man. Thank you guys for watching for both sides, Insta and YouTube. And hope to get the old channel back. Thanks, Gerald. Thanks, Sumo family, pretty boy Ish.
Yes, sir.
Big John, man. Thanks for getting me out of my comfort zone tonight because that's kind of in my feelings, man. It's been a tough year for me, guys, losing dogs, puppies, Fortuna. I just been, kind of in a funk, man. And, John said something to me today that it's like, you know what? You're missing me. The me that you love, the guy, right? And so I'm like, okay, let's go. We're doing this.
Yes, sir.
We
So
got
thank
you, man.
For
Yes, sir. That's what we're here for.
For just reminding me how much I love this and why I do this for. So Earl out, man. Sumo out, guys. Have a good night. Take care.
Good night, guys.
Yep.
Peace.